Today our topic is algebraic manipulation and formulae. Let's start with the formulas which you have to remember and keep in mind, which you use most of the time. Its formula is a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. The next formula is a minus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab. In both the formulas there is the difference between plus and minus symbol, and in the formula expansion the difference is with the sign with 2ab. Here in the plus formula it becomes plus 2ab, and in the minus formula when you expand it becomes the minus 2ab. And the third formula which you most commonly use is a square minus b square, which is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So these are some formulas which you have to keep in mind, which you use in your algebraic manipulation. Let's start with the question. First of all, what you have to ask to do is a simple question. Just you have to simplify each of the following expression. Like this, I'm writing a question. 72y plus 3 minus 4 into 3 minus y. For example, this is your question and you have to simplify it and write your answer. So what will you do is you have to just multiply the 7 with the whole bracket and multiply minus 4 with the whole bracket. 7 2s are 14, y as it is, plus 7 3s are 21. This minus sign is also multiplied by this value, so minus 4 3s are 12, minus it becomes plus, so you write 4 multiplied by 4y. Now simplify it further. You see here it is 14y and here it is 4y. Both the numbers have a same variable, so you can simply add both of them. 14 plus 4 becomes 16y, and 12 and 21 both are constant, so 21 minus 12 becomes 9, and the sign of a greater value we use, so here we use plus because 21 has plus sign. So this is your answer. This is the question in which you have just do the simplification. Next, do another example. I'm writing the question number 2, in which you also have to simplify the term. The question is 2x minus 3 whole square minus 4x into x minus 5. Again you have to just simplify it. We see 2x minus 3 whole square. So first of all, our first step is open this formula. Okay, always remember when there is a whole bracket square, it means it's the formula a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Always you use these two formulas which I wrote at the top. Okay, so here it is a minus b, so we use this formula a minus b whole square. It is a square. Here the role of a is playing by 2x plus b square 3 square minus 2, a is 2x and b is 3, minus 4x into x minus 5. I wrote it as it is for the time now. Now what you have to do, multiply 2x by 2x, because 2x square means you have to multiply this number by this again. Like this, 2 square means 2 multiplied by 2, so 2x multiplied by 2x is 2 2s are 4, and x multiplied by x becomes x square, plus 3 multiplied by 3 3s are 9, minus 2 2s are 4 and 4 3s are 12x. This is just simplification. You just open both the squares and you just multiply these three terms. Next is multiply this term by this, because the bracket means the term outside the bracket is multiplied by the whole bracket. So multiply 4x by x, it is minus 4x square, and minus minus plus, 5 4s are 20x. Now what we will do simplification, and remember that you do simplification with the same variables, like this 4x square and this 4x square. You will solve both the numbers because they have same variable x square and x square. Here it is in plus and here it has minus sign, so plus minus cancel out. 9 remains as it is because there is no other constant. Minus 12 and plus 20, plus minus minus 20 minus 12 becomes 8x, and you put the sign of greater value, which is 20, so we put plus 20. This is your answer. I hope you understand how to do simplification of algebraic expressions. The next thing which we have to do is factorize. What does the factorize means? You have to first make common in every term. You find some common thing. If it is common, you have to take it out. The first step of any question in which you are asking to factorize, or any algebraic question you given, you have to just simply factorize it. Factorization first step is take common, which you find out, which you are seeing. Okay, let's do an example. Then we move forward. For example, if the question is given, factorize 3xy plus 2y minus 12x and minus 8. The question is factorize this term completely. Now we will see how we can factorize. You will see here the two terms, 3xy plus 2y, both the terms have y common, and here 12x minus 8, both the terms have common is 4, because it is divided by 4, it is also divided by 4. 4 3s are 12 and 4 2s are 8. So both the terms have common factor 4, and these two terms have common factor y. So I am taking out y common from first two values. It is not necessary that every time the common term comes from first two value. Either it is come from first three values, or from the whole 4 terms. It is also possible that the y is common from the whole 4 terms. Okay, here the y is common in the first two terms, so I write y from the first two terms. 3x plus 2 remains in the bracket. From here the common is minus 4. There is negative, so minus sign is common as well. 4 common, you have to divide 12 by 4, so you get 3. We know 4 3s are 12, so 3x minus sign we take common, so the bracket sign would be changed, it becomes plus, and 4 divided by 8, it becomes 2, so 4 to the 8, and this is your common terms which we have to factorize. Now next step is this bracket and this bracket both are same, so you have to write it just once, not need to write it twice. It is like 3x plus 2 in one bracket, and then the second bracket you have to put y minus 4. The other term is y minus 4. So this is your answer. You have to factorize. Factorize means basically you have to take the common. This is the first step of factorization. The other steps and other things are also, which is a midterm breaking, and which is formula using. These formulas which we write here, these formulas are also included in the factorization. You have to just make the factors of the given expression. There is another question in which you have to factorize the following expression completely. Again, you see here it is 3x plus 4y whole square and minus 3z squares. I can use a plus b whole square formula and open it, but now I can see it is becoming another formula, which is this: a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b, because this whole term is one square and minus it becomes the second square, so a square minus b square it will become. So why we should not do this? We should do this 3x plus 4y whole square minus, we can make this term as another whole square, which is 3z whole square. Okay, so what we will get, it's become a square minus b square. So you write it, the formula is, I'm writing again here, a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So put the formula here, this is a minus b, it becomes a plus b, one bracket, and in the other bracket you have to write a minus b. So this is your answer. You have factorized the given statement. I would say in factorization you have to first take a common, if any find, then you have to make possible formula, expand it or close it, that's it, simply. Another example of factorize, I hope so this is the last question we will do, because factorize is quite simple, and I hope so after this question you will understand how we do factorization. Again here I see the common is possible. We take the value some common, it's 6a and 3ab. So 3 and a both are common in both the terms, both the factors, both the terms, because 6 is divisible by 3. So 3 2s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. So 3 is common and a is common. Okay, and in the last two terms I see 4 is common and k is common. So we'll take the common from the first two values and from the last two values. If suppose there is no common in the first two values, you will also arrange them. You will put this value this and this value this. आप इन वैल्यूज़ को आगे पीछे कर सकते हैं, इसको प्लस 3ab को बाद में लिखते हैं, माइनस 8ka को पहले लिख दें, दैट्स नो प्रॉब्लम. बस आपने इनकी प्लेसमेंट चेंज करनी है, इसको फर्स्ट से उठा के सेकंड पे बिठा देना, इसको सेकंड से उठा के फर्स्ट पे बिठा देना. सो सिंपली, अगर आपको फर्स्ट टू वैल्यूज़ में कॉमन ना मिल रहा हो तो. बट here we are getting, so I'm just writing 3a is common from the first two terms and it becomes 2a remain. 1 is common outside, a square means power 2 means a is 2 times, so I write 1a in the bracket, plus sign remains as it is. 3a is common, 3a divided by 3a becomes 1, so only b remains in the bracket and bracket is closed. From these two terms we get the common minus sign and 4 and k, and what we will get a, because minus sign is outside, so the inside sign of bracket changes. When we take common minus sign of the bracket changes. Okay, so a become positive and 2 4s are 8, so it is 2a, and again plus it becomes just b, because 4k is common, we take common 4k and only b left. So what we write, both the brackets are same, so we write 2a plus b one time, and in the other bracket we write 3a minus 4k. So this is your answer. Another factorization is done. Okay ji, our next question is simplify. You just have to simplify it. What we will see, it is a minus 1 over a minus b. Here it's a division symbol, we change it into multiplication because we have to do some cutting. In the multiplication, when you change the symbol, you also have to invert. The denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. Always remember. Okay, next step, what we will see is a minus 1 over a minus b multiply by a square minus b square. It's your formula, and we know since a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So I'm writing it a plus b into a minus b. Here I open the formula over 1 minus a as it is. The next step, what we will see, a minus b is in the denominator and it is in the numerator, so we can cut them both. Next step is a minus 1 and other bracket is a plus 1 b, both are multiplying, so I write it combinedly over 1 minus a. Other thing, a minus 1 and 1 minus a, these are two different things, we can't cut them. Okay, what we will do, we will make them similar. How? If I take a common minus from here, it becomes minus a and plus 1, because when we take minus sign common, the signs of the brackets values will be changed. It is positive, so I write it negative with it, and the value with the sign with the 1 is negative, so I write positive with it. So now I can write it like this. Minus sign is common because 1 is positive, so I write 1 first and then minus a after it. There is no I just simply change there, you can say, position. I wrote it firstly this and then this, because it is in plus, so I write plus, because you don't need to write the plus sign, and then minus. Now you say 1 minus a and 1 minus a, both the values become same. Now we can cut down. This is cutting, and the answer is negative of a plus b. This is your answer, and this is the simplification we done. The next thing we are going to do is midterm breaking. I hope so you are well known, but we are revising the topic how we do the midterm breaking. For example, the given statement is for the midterm breaking, first thing I want to know, I want to tell you that for the midterm breaking, your equation should be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Your equation should be quadratic. Okay, for midterm breaking, the compulsory thing is your equation should be quadratic. It is quadratic equation because there is the degree of x is 2, so degree means higher power, so degree is 2, so it is the quadratic equation. And you'll see ax square plus bx and then c constant. Okay, when this term you see, it means it's an quadratic equation, and midterm breaking is possible for the quadratic equations. Now let's do a quadratic equation. For example, the question is like this: 2x square plus x minus 6. So for quadratic equations midterm breaking, what you will do, you have to first think, this is your constant 6, you have to multiply this constant with the coefficient of x square always. Okay, first thing you have to do, multiply this constant term with the coefficient of x square. Any number which is written with the x square, you have to just multiply it. 6 2s are 12. Okay, now you have to make factors of 12. Okay, one more thing, if I would say your equation is like this: x square plus x and minus 6. Now you multiply 6 by which number? There is no coefficient with x square. We know when there is no coefficient with x square, it means there is 1. So you multiply 6 by 1. So 6 1s are 6, and you make the factors of 6. Okay, so here 6 multiplied by 2, 12, and we have to make the factors of 12. Now make the factors starting with the smaller. 2 6 are 12, 2 3s are 6, 3 1s are 3. So the factors become 2 2s are 4 and 3. Now you have to make the pair of these factors. Make two pair of these factors like this way, that we will get plus 1, because there is no coefficient. It means with the x the coefficient is 1, so you will get plus 1 after plus minus, and after multiplication you will get 12, this number again. So if I make a pair of 3 2s are 6 and plus 2, 6 plus 2, so we get 8, and if I minus 6 minus 2, then I get 4. We need 1. Okay, make pair like this, that we get 1. And remember one thing, we have to use all the pairs, not we can just do 3 and 2 take, and 3 minus 2 becomes 1. No. Okay, use all these factors. For example, if I use 2 into 2, 4, and 4 minus 3, it becomes 1. So this is your answer. And multiply 4 3 is 12. So our both things are possible. After plus minus we will get 1, and after multiplication we will get 12. So I'm writing it 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6. I write 4x firstly and use plus sign, because plus minus minus 4 minus 3, it becomes 1, and sign of bigger value, and which is 4 and has plus sign, so we used to keep in mind that the sign also remains same. Okay, and plus minus minus 4 3 is 12, and this becomes also minus 12. Now what you have to do is to take the common from the first two values, which is 2x. We'll get x plus 2. I hope so you know how we will take common. From these two values we take common minus 3, and this become x plus 2. Sign change. Both the brackets are similar, so you have to write it once, x plus 2, and in the other bracket you have to write 2x minus 3. This is your answer. You have make the factors of this term, which is called your midterm breaking. It is also used in your algebraic manipulation. Okay, somewhere where you have to ask to factorize, this is also a way of factorization. You say this is your algebraic expression and you make the factors of it. Another question which is like this, and you have to again simplify it. Let's start at simplification. How it is possible? It's 5 over x minus 2, it will remain same, nothing possible, minus 3x plus x square, I'm writing it same again, over x square minus x minus 2. This is your quadratic equation, x square and then x and then constant. So I have to do midterm breaking here. Okay, multiply 2 with the coefficient of x square, which is 1, 2 ones are 2. Make factors of 2. 2 factors are just 2 and 1. So how will make them to make minus 1 and multiply? So we'll get 2. If I would say minus 2x and plus 1x, so I guess we may have made the factors. Plus minus minus, and 2 minus 1 becomes minus 1, sign of greater value minus minus, and when you multiply 2 with 1, 2 ones are 2, and plus minus minus, so sign is minus, and then plus x over x minus 1 as it is. Next step, 5 over x minus 2 minus 3x plus x square over, now take common x from first two, it becomes x minus 2. Next, from 1 from other two values, it becomes x minus 2. One more thing, most of the time both the brackets must be same in midterm breaking, so you will guess your you are doing correct, and your answer would be most probably correct. Okay, 3x plus x square over, these two brackets are same, so write it once, x minus 2, and in the other bracket it will be x plus 1 plus x over x minus 1. Now what we will do, here is minus sign, here is plus sign. It simply make the denominator same and do simplification. Denominator same means by taking LCM, and how will take, here it is in the denominator x minus 2 and x plus 1, here it is x minus 1 and here it is x minus 2. So I'm taking the LCM of all these terms. All these terms come once, x plus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 2. Okay, in every term you see the terms which are missing from below, you have to multiply with the above number. For example, in this term x minus 2 is present, but the other two terms x plus 1 and x minus 1 are missing below here. So I multiply 5 with x plus 1 and x minus 1. Next, in this term you see two terms are here, it's x minus 2 and x plus 1. Which term is missing? X minus 1 is missing, so it multiplied by x minus 1. In the last term This term is present, the other two terms are missing, so I am multiplying by x plus 1 into x minus 2. Now multiply these terms. 5 is multiplied by x plus 1 into x minus 1, negative sign. These are 3x plus x square. Use bracket, because bracket, when you open the bracket and negative sign, signs would change. So always remember, you have to use bracket before negative sign, otherwise your question will wrong. Okay, next is x is multiplied by x plus 1 and x minus 2. Now what you have to do is to expand all these brackets, multiply all of them. Okay, 5, it becomes the formula x plus 1 and x minus 1, it becomes x square and minus 1 square, a square minus b square. Right here it is a plus b into a minus b, so it is equals to a square minus b square. So I close the formula. Minus, multiply 3x by this term, 3x into x, 3x square, minus 3x into 1, 3x, plus x square into x, it becomes x cube, plus minus minus x square into 1, x square. I multiply this by this, then first term by the second, then second by first, then second by second. Okay, it is multiplied by both the numbers. Now multiply these terms, x square plus x, and next time we will multiply both of them over. Your terms are x plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 2. Next what we will do, 5 multiply by x square, 5x square, minus 5, 1 square means 1, 5 ones are 5, minus, open this bracket, 3x square minus minus plus 3x plus minus minus x cube and minus minus plus x square, plus multiply these terms, x square with x, x cube, x square with 2 minus 2x square, plus x into x, x square, and plus minus minus 2x over these three terms, x plus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 2. We are just doing the simplification. Everything is simply, we can see this is possible, so we do which is possible. This plus 3 cube is cancelled with minus x cube. This is one thing which I see very clearly. The next thing is, it is 5x square, this is minus 3x square, and this is minus 2x square. So minus minus plus, and sign greater value, minus 5x square will got, and the next term is minus 5 as it is, plus 3x plus x square. Next is plus x square and minus 2x. These two x squares, this x square and this x square and this x square, I hope so I have written all these terms, divided by x plus 1, x minus 1, x minus 2. This plus 5x square cancelled by 5x square positive, and plus 3x and minus 2x becomes x, x square plus x square becomes 1 plus 1, 2x square, and minus 5 as it is, over x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x minus 2. This is your simplification. This is your quadratic equation, x square, x and constant. We have to see either its factorization is possible or not. Let's arrange it. Firstly, it becomes 2x square plus x minus 5 over x plus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 2. So when we multiply 5 with 2, 5 2s are 10, so we'll get 10, and after making factors of 10, the factors of 10 are 2 and 5, no other factors. And how will pair 5 and 2 to get plus 1? It's not possible. If you subtract 5 from 2, it's become 3, and when you both add, it's become 7, and when you subtract 10 from 10, you subtract, for example, 1 is the factor of every number, so you can do this 10 minus 1 or 10 add 1. So it is not possible that we get 1. So this is your answer. This is the simplification we have done. I hope so you understand the question. This is your all algebraic manipulation and formula. You have to just simplify. Wherever formula is possible, make formula. Wherever common is, you can take common, and wherever formula expansion is possible, expand the formula. Wherever close, you have to close the formula, and where midterm breaking is possible, do midterm breaking. This is all related to algebraic manipulation and formula.